Hey folks, just a quick video for you there regarding some up-and-coming biopics of the legendary dancer Fred Astaire and of course his partner Ginger Rogers as well. Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire starred in a total of 10 pictures together back in the 30s from 1933 to 1939. They did 9 pictures for RKO and they did another one in 1949 for MGM Studios, their only colour film. I love Fred and Ginger. I mean, remember back in, I think it was the late 70s, 1980s that RTE Television did a festival of Fred and Ginger pictures, and I was very young and I watched them, and I remember being amazed at their talent, their absolute genius and dance moves, and it kind of stuck with me most of my life. I'm a big fan of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I'm not a big musical fan in general, but these two are just the exception to the rule. I think they are absolutely fantastic, and I think it's only fitting that they're getting their due here with a biopic on their life. Notably, that I suppose I read about Fred Astaire's in his biography on Wikipedia there. Not his biography, but information about him. He didn't want to have his life portrayed on film, and it was in his will. So it'd be interesting how they're getting around this. As I said, we have 2 biopics coming out. These are in pre-production. I don't know how they are. Are they in stone yet? I don't know. But apparently Jamie Bell is starring as Fred Astaire in one of them with Margaret Qualley, who I've seen in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and in Maid on Netflix. She's a very good actress. She's the daughter of Andy McDowell. She's very good and has a dance background. Jamie Bell, of course, was in Billy Elliot, so we know he can dance. But he's got big shoes to fill here when it comes to Fred Astaire, and she has big shoes to fill as well with Ginger Rogers. They were absolutely fantastic, brilliant. I think Amazon Studios are doing that one, and it's going to be directed by Jonathan Entwistle, who's actually doing a remake of The Lost Boys as well, directing that. So that'll be interesting how that one pans out. In the other biopic, we have Tom Holland, Spider-Man, playing the legendary Fred Astaire. No news yet on the casting of Ginger Rogers in this one. It's all in very early stages, and Tom Holland just announced that he will be playing Fred Astaire in a biopic coming up. Fred Astaire, for me, and Ginger Rogers, as I said, are legends of musicals back in the day. And, you know, we have people now in the modern era that are famous for doing absolutely nothing. Talentless people becoming famous. And I think it's only fitting that Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers really get their due deserts here, and for their sheer genius. I mean, Fred Astaire was a pioneer of dancing. He brought in a system where he wanted only 4 or 5 cuts and the camera constantly on the dancer, which made it look like the dance sequence was only done in all one shot. That was a pioneering method that he introduced, and he was a very demanding actor as well. And I recently seen an interview with Ginger Rogers saying that he was very demanding, and sometimes they had to do these dance sequences 25 times because of various things would happen on set, lighting, a mistake here and there, or the camera wouldn't be right. But she said she loved every minute of it, and she adored him, and she adored the fact that he was a professional and he was really hardworking. And she as well put her bit into it as well. She would add things, as she said, to the end of it, and he would agree with her. She never got, I think, back in those days, never got the credit she deserved. She was absolutely mesmerizing as they both worked together. They were a match made in heaven on the dance floor. Apparently, the Jamie Bell and Margaret Qualley one is going to tell the untold story of their love affair. I don't know if that's true. I don't think they were both married at the time they were working together, so I don't know how much of that is going to be true, and I really hope they don't go down this fantasy part of having a love affair that wasn't really there, because it would be doing a complete disservice to them both. As I said, Fred Astaire didn't want his life portrayed on film because he didn't want it portrayed in the wrong way. As for the talent-wise, Jamie Bell can dance. Tom Holland has a dance background as well. All these actors do come from multi dance and singing backgrounds when they're growing up, I suppose. So we'll see how they get on doing Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Notably, I watched a sequence recently of Fred Astaire doing a sequence from the movie in 1951, Royal Wedding, where he's dancing up the side of a wall and up this on top of the ceiling. On the ceiling, and it is absolutely mesmerizing. If I can put a link to it below, I will. Have a look at it. It's, if you haven't seen Fred Astaire dance, the way they did this without CGI, without any special effects with computers or anything back in 1951. I know how they did it, and the way, I mean, these guys back in the day really knew how to film, and they had to figure it out how to get these shots, and the way they did this was absolutely fantastic. But Fred Astaire had to sell it, and he really does sell that sequence. So if you can check it out on YouTube, I'll try and put the link below. Royal Wedding, the dance sequence on the ceiling. It's absolutely mesmerizing. So would you have any interest in watching the Fred Astaire biopic with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers? I'm really looking forward to it. I'd love to see what they're going to do with it and how the actors get on with trying to capture some of the expertise that these two dancers had. They were really legends, really true legends of dance and cinema back in the golden age of Hollywood. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please slap a like on the video if you can, and subscribe to the channel McCord Movies. I really, really would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel. So until the next time, and we'll talk again some more movies. Take care.